And we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Hey, even if you're not new and you haven't already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and helping us out. It does help the channel. And also, if you would hit the thumbs up as you're listening along today and participating in the chat, that would help us out also. If you haven't heard, we do have a Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod, and it's a really positive group full of really great resellers from the community. It's a great place to learn about reselling, talk about reselling with like-minded individuals, network, make friends, and get all the answers to your questions. So, today we're just going to hang out. I hope you guys brought questions. I hope you're ready to participate in the chat as much as you can, because I don't really have much planned. I want to talk about reselling from beginning to end. I want to answer questions. I'll demo List Perfectly if you guys want. We can talk about how we source and comp, everything that goes along with what we all do for a living from beginning to end. I see lots of people here already. Fabulous flamingos. Glad that you're here. Esmeralda's here. Yay! Lucille is here. Don, long time no see. I feel like I spend my entire Friday afternoon after lunch with Dawn. I think I do. Hey Tracy, welcome in. Hey Della, welcome in. Maybe I should put my eyeballs on so that I can read. It's like an old fart. What'd you say, honey? I can't see. This is Char from LP. Lori was behind a car yesterday with this bumper sticker. Hippos make me happy. You not so. I need that because I don't like people, but I do like hippos. Hippos and hamsters. Hello, Whimsy and such. Welcome in. Hubbies and Harbor Freight. So yeah, I just want to hang out today and talk about reselling. And if you guys have questions, and then at the end, I'm going to give away a whole entire free month of List Perfectly. So someone will win that. I think I took care of all the housekeeping. Next Friday, if you're interested, I will have Bill back on, and we're going to take turns each sharing our screen. He's going to show you how to use Pinterest for reselling, and I'm going to show you how to sell direct on Instagram. Look, I need drinks. I'm out. I hope I have water. All right. So, if you've got questions, comments, concerns, curiosities, you want to see something demoed for List Perfectly, put it in the comments and we'll get to it in the hour that we're going to be here together today. Reselling full-time is a full-time job. Everybody wants a free month. Yeah, not just 3 days, a whole ass month, folks. You heard it here first. All right, we're going to talk about reselling from beginning to end. So, reselling consists of finding the items you're going to resell, cleaning them. Oh, by the way, because if you're not, you're gross. I've talked about that on this channel before too. We do wash and dry every piece of clothing that we source, that's used. Anything new with tags, we do steam. Plush, we steam. We leave everything outside in the heat, and then bring it into wash or steam, as it were. And I don't really do shoes anymore, but when I used to do shoes, I would line them up on the porch or somewhere before bringing them in and spray them with Lysol. And then after steaming and cleaning, of course, you got to get out runkles, you got to lint roll if need be. You got to get the items cleaned and prepped, and then you got to photograph them, and then you got to list them, and then you have to figure out how to make them sell. So you got to figure out how you want to comp the items, how you want to run sales, etc. So Trucker hat cleaning tips. That is not my forte. Hats gross me out almost as much as shoes do, to be honest. Other people's feet and other people's hairs, and I'm in the wrong business to be a germaphobe, right? Yep, I'll show that. No, I won't, because I haven't set it up. A germ killer. I feel like right at the beginning of shutdown, I had you on the channel and you showed your wand to everybody. I feel like I remember that. Laundry, yes, you should be washing and drying. Here's the thing. It's in the policies of most platforms that you're selling on that you're supposed to be selling clean items. Aside from that, I mean, I have an entire video on this. If at your leisure this weekend sometime you want to search the channel for the one I did on washing and drying your clothes that used thrift. But you're risking bringing in snot, COVID, bed bugs, lice, mites, dust mites, and other bodily fluids. You're risking bringing all of that into your home. That's gross. Why would you not wash the shit you're thrifting? Ugh. I have a love-hate with the bins, Kate. It's a love-hate. I can deal with it, but we only source there when it's hot outside so that we can leave everything outside for 48 hours for the heat to kill any impossible bugs and stuff like that, and then everything gets cleaned. I keep doing this because that's what I do when I'm grossed out. So yeah, I have a love-hate. How do we track our numbers? I have a Keith for that. So Keith and I have spreadsheets that we keep track of everything on. I've often thought about like offering the blank ones to you guys for free because they have the formulas put in. But I have to look at them first because ours are very personalized. So we have let me rephrase this and learn how to speak. So Keith and I have separate bank accounts and we're autonomous of our separate financial money. But we do split all of the profits from this business and the cost of goods and the bills and everything 50%. So our spreadsheets are set up for there's the business side, the cost of goods, the profits and all of that, and then personal bills, who bought groceries, who did this, who did that. And then Keith created them, you guys. I'm not that great with sheets. If you like, he has them set up and I can go in and type stuff. If the formulas are already there, I'm really good with spreadsheets. But he sets it up and he sets the formulas for me and I just have to go in and plug in the accounting for him. And I don't do it that often. I really just kind of put in what I do and then he takes care of the rest. But you can absolutely create your own spreadsheets. All you need to know is how to create the formulas on them, and then you can put all the platforms that you sell on, and you can input all of your fees, shipping, and then your cost of goods, and then your profits and all that. Yeah, I'm telling you, people. Okay, here's the biggest argument, and I addressed this in my video on laundering your items. But one of the biggest arguments I hear from people is, oh, people donate from their closet, not from their dirty clothes. Bullshit, they don't. Quite frankly, I told you today I was going to be laid back Friday, so I'm going to be a little bit more lax with my language. But no. Some people might donate from their dresser drawers and their closets. A lot of people will donate from their dirty clothes because why wash it if you just want to get rid of it? And even then, people try it on. Just because somebody donated something clean doesn't mean somebody with stinky, crusty, hairy armpits didn't try it on at the store. Or people are gross and they do gross things. I'm telling you, wash your stuff. I could go on. So we just stick it in a poly bag End of story. End of story. In fact, I'm going to start sharing some links over here. Stay here for the live show because I am giving away that 1 month free of List Perfectly at the end. So don't leave me. But I'm going to start putting some links over here in the comments for you guys. And then you can save them for later and watch them at your leisure, correct? So watch these at your leisure. This is the video I did on washing thrifted items. So save that link. And then I have an entire an entire video on the frills. Here, in case you wonder what I'm doing in the back end, I'll share my screen with you because that's one of my favorite things to do. I love to share my screen. I'm just looking through my channel for these for you. These are both unpopular opinion videos. I meant to view the English. So do you wash everything you thrift? I just put that up for you. And then I have a whole video on frilly packaging and why we don't do it. So I will put this link in here for you. And you guys can save that and then watch it whenever you have time. But we don't do any frills or anything special. We just like fold it nicely. It looks nice. It has a nice presentation, professionally folded, and it goes into a poly bag. I don't spend time with tissue paper or anything like that. I used to in the beginning, but it's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. We do high volume. We sell a lot of bread and butter items. Bread and butter items don't need extra frills. We're dealing with a lot of packages every day, so I don't really have the time for it. Now, I will add the caveat. When I sell fancy stuff, yes, I take the time. So, for instance, we just sold one of our Eli Cattleman shirts. You guys probably might remember had seen these on the haul video, but we just sold one of these for $40. That's a really high amount for Eli Cattleman. Most of these sell for $25, maybe $30. We priced ours on the high end because they had fancy dancy graphics on them, and we paid $8 for them. So, our profit on this one will be $24. Yay. So this one I will take the time to wrap in tissue paper and put in a thank you card when I ship it. When I do larger plush that weigh over a pound and I put them in a box, I do kind of wrap them in tissue paper because they're going in a box. So I can say that if it's bread and butter, if it's low end, low cost or whatever, it just goes into a bag. Yes. Here, I'll put this one up. I used to have the shark one, and then my shark one died, and then I couldn't get it on Amazon anymore. So now there's the new one that I recommend. Can you tell I love sharing my screen? I just do. So did you know that we have an Amazon shop full of all of the items that I talk about and show you guys all the time? Here's the link to that if you want it. So you go in here, and it's all set up by categories. I have my Resellers Toolbox, Shipping Made Easy. I have a new category called Star's Kitchen that shows all of the items that I use in my kitchen. You guys know I love to cook, and I'm doing a new cooking series. And you'll see all of these things in my cooking videos that I use. Anyway, you go in here, and you can see everything that I talk about, that I use all the time. And you can purchase them using these links. No extra cost to you. Whatever it says it costs is what it costs, but we do get a small percentage back as an affiliate of Amazon, and it does help us continue to make videos and do what we do here. This is the new Pure Enrichment Pure Steam that I got to replace my shark. Y'all, okay, first of all, the thing you put the water in comes off. Does it show it? No. The thing you put the water in comes off. So come on, would you point to the picture I want? Thank you. So you can see it here, right here, the water tank. There we go. That little gray handle, you pull it up, and it's a plastic lightweight water tank that just pulls right up out of the steamer. You take it to the sink, you fill it, and you put it back in. The Shark had like a little tiny hole, and you had to aim a little funnel in there and dump your water in. It was really a pain in the butt. This steamer, the tank comes out, is refillable. The pole that you saw on it is adjustable, so if you have a bad back like me, you can sit and steam and have stuff like right at the level you need it at. It's on wheels, so it's easy to move around. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And you're absolutely welcome for the recommendation. I love the steamer. I love to show you guys everything that we use. I love to talk about it, and it does help when you guys when you help us out by buying the affiliate links. Hey, Carol, walk in. Well, hi, Carol. Welcome in. I promise you, I've been doing YouTube for a while. Kate has that steamer too. So the cooking channel is not its own channel. It is short, under a minute, short form videos that I do release. I try to release them once a week. And I release them on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So wherever you follow us, you'll be able to see them when they come out. Let me share my channel again, or my screen. So like on YouTube, they'll be under the shorts. And you just got to find the ones with the food. It's called Hungry Hippo. And they're just quick videos. They'll show you just very briefly in under a minute what you need and the steps that I take to make the food. And you can view these videos Instagram if you follow us on Facebook or on YouTube. And it always shows the finished product at the end as well. I'll let this one run through for you before I show you the next thing I want to show you. This is lasagna soup made in the slow cooker, and you can make a bunch of this ahead of time, and you can freeze it. This is the noodles that I'm going to put in, and there's the finished product. Delicious. And then on, if you go to flippinhippos.com, our website, along the top here is Hungry Hippo. If you go to Hungry Hippo, there's some information here. There's Star's Kitchen, again, to show you all the stuff that I use. There's my baby Yoda. I talk about it all the time. I do have a baby Yoda slow cooker, guys. I have a baby Yoda crock pot because I'm a dork. And I love baby Yoda. I have Star Wars spoons. Nerd. But I do have a lot of really good tools. I have Rachel Ray pots. Mine are purple, but they come in different colors. Anyway, if you go here, you can get to any of our social media. I put them on TikTok too. I guess I forgot to mention that. So they go on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, wherever you follow us. If you go to flippinhippos.com, Hungry Hippo at the top, go down to recipes. I've only put out 3. This is a brand new series that I'm working on. But if you go to the recipes, you can actually get the written recipe, and it will have a link back to the video as well. So here is Grandma's meatballs if you wanted to watch the video again. And then on the page itself, you're going to have the ingredients, the written instructions, and then you can go back to see more. I also include like notes. So I did easy enchiladas. Your ingredients are here. Your instructions are here. And then I put in notes. So if you can substitute or try different things with your recipes, that'll always be in the notes. If you can freeze it, different ingredients and stuff like that. Like here I say you can freeze the soup. I don't freeze the noodles. So I just put in like little tips and tricks and notes with the recipes as well. The videos, like I said, are under a minute. They're real quick. They just, I don't know what happened there. But a lot of times in like these quick TikTok type videos, you can't really catch everything you need. So I do put them on the website as well for you guys, so that you can get the ingredients and print it out if you'd like. Yeah, so like I said, I've been trying to put out one a week. I have a ton saved up. What I've just been filming whenever I cook. Um, I'll be honest with you guys. If you followed me for any length of time and you know that I plan everything and I do meal planning and everything, um, I really only cook Mondays and Tuesdays, real big, and then we'll eat leftovers Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday. So it saves money doing it that way. It saves me time. I only have to cook the week. Ooh, cha-ching! What did I sell? Um, but I do anytime I cook something, I try to film it now. I sold some Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. Um, I bought a thing. I bought a thing. It's a ring light and it clamps on the edge of the table and it goes over the top and then holds your phone as well so you can film aerial. It's pretty cool. Tammy, welcome in. Good to see you. I'm glad that you're here. Um, no way. No way. What's his name? Tell me his name because I want to see it in the credits so I can elbow Keith and be like, hey, his sister watches our YouTube channel. That's so cool. Mandy, weren't you the winner last week of the Most Perfectly? I think when you finally sent me your email, I was in the hospital. I wasn't in the hospital. Keith's grandfather is fine, everybody, but he did have to have a follow-up surgery this week. So we were in the waiting room all day Wednesday. I'm writing that down, Chris. Actually, I can elbow a whole bunch of people and be like, hey, that guy's sister watches my YouTube. Um, yeah, his grandfather's fine. He just had to have a follow-up surgery. So we took him to the hospital and we were in the waiting room. And because it was, not emergent, he actually got moved back. The surgeon had to do an emergency surgery on someone else. And so we were there like all day. It was a mess. Anyway, Tammy's tired. I saw your, no, I'm yawning because you said you're tired. I saw your Facebook about State coming to the nursing home. I do not miss those days, honestly. They were always exciting, but I don't miss when State would come to the nursing home and everybody would be freaking out and stressing out. What else can I show you guys? I can kind of show you the sales detection. So List Perfectly is working towards eventually one day being able to automatically end our sales on platforms when it sells on another platform. There's steps that have to be put in place, and there's a lot of coding and work on the back end for this to be a realization. And along the way, they're implementing new things in beta testing. So, woo, I used to work those kind of hours. I sure did. Don't anymore. Now I work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. All right, the sales detection shows you what has sold and where. If you have List Perfectly and you don't have your little icon up here, you just go to your little puzzle piece on Chrome and make sure the push pin is highlighted under List Perfectly, and it'll show up here. And you go to your sales and it shows you. So sales detection is now in for all platforms. And I do have a video on how to set this up. So I'll just share that with you as well, and you can save that link for later. I hate looking at myself. I hate it. My throat is so dry. I can't even tell you why. Oh, because I've been talking since 3 o'clock. I do a listing party with List Perfectly crew at 3 p.m. on Fridays. We talk about true crime. So my throat, and I recorded videos earlier today. So I recorded 5 videos this morning, and then I did a listing party. Sorry, that's so loud and gross. Sales. I'm just gonna go to the playlist. I think it'll be easier. Perceived value. Did I? I don't even understand what I'm looking at. My name is Star, and I've been doing YouTube since 2018. If you're new to the channel, you wouldn't know that. You would think I'm new and I don't know how to share my screen, and that's because I was under liked videos. It's amateur hour. It's always amateur hour around here. Here we go. Sales detection. Boop, boop, boop. So now they have sales detection. Oh, look at that. Thank you so much, Tammy. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So here's what I'm going to tell you, Ambro. If you can't justify $2 a day, and that's for the pro, the business and the basic are much cheaper than that. But even if you get the highest subscription, it comes out to $2 a day. So if you're using it to cross-post multiple platforms and you make one additional sell every day on a different platform because you're now on platforms you wouldn't have been on before, there's your $2. I'll just put it that way. It is absolutely worth it. So this sales detection, the Eli Cattleman I sold, I can click here and it'll pull it up right here in my catalog, and I can go ahead and end it. So we're getting closer to them doing it for you, but you still have to do it yourself. But now it's even easier than before because I don't have to go in my catalog and search for that. I just go right off my little icon. You can see that it's now marked sold on Poshmark. And it is ending here on eBay, successfully ended. And Mercari takes a minute. I don't know why, but Mercari takes a minute to end stuff. You have to leave your tabs open. It's something to do with Mercari. It has nothing to do with List Perfectly. You saw how quick the other ones did. And then these Gloria Vanderbilt jeans I sold. Let's go ahead and end those as well so that they don't accidentally double sell anywhere. So I just go down here and I say they sold on Poshmark. And I update. You actually have to click the update though. So this, like Mercari, I just leave the tabs hang out until they're done being weird or turds or whatever. Grailed is ended. And eBay. You just gotta let these hang out for a second. Let's get rid of these tabs. Let's get rid of this tab. And let's see, did anything else sell on List Perfectly? Or did anything sell anywhere else since we've been shipping this morning? Oh, look, I sold a poop shirt. Yay! I swear, some of the older stuff that we're getting rid of and selling, I don't know what we were thinking in the beginning, but boy, did we source some poopy stuff. Okay, so now it's ended. Now I'll close it out. All right. Alrighty then. Yeah, List Perfectly is a game changer. And I think the common misconception is that it's just a cross lister. Thank you again, Tammy. Or cross poster. It's not. It's a listing management tool. You can do your accounting. The earlier question, where do we keep track of our accounting and spreadsheets? But you can keep track of your accounting in List Perfectly. What? No, we don't, but you can. So when an item sells, like I just marked that one sold, I can say that it sold for $11. I can say it cost $4.50 to ship. I can say my fees and my COGS here. So man, I need an easier number for math. We'll average and just average it out to 15%. So we'll say $1.50 for fees and I paid 99 cents. So $2.50, right? You're going to be more exact if you're actually doing it this way, but then it tells you your profit. Now, had shipping only been $3, there's my profit. Then you can save it, which I'm not going to do, but you can save it and you'll have all the information right at your fingertips on the Express editor. When you go in the back end here, so they have restocked leather supply micro bales, guys, at American Thrift. Okay. Down here, you would be able to see your COGS, your fees, your total sold price, your shipping. And so you could literally keep track of all of that almost perfectly as well. It keeps track of your inventory. This guy's not supposed to be marked eBay. It keeps track of where things are listed. You can put notes in for yourself. You can see some of my Plush here. I've left notes. You can leave your SKU lines. I mean, there is just so much that you can do with List Perfectly that people don't realize. Oh, and the background remover. Let's do some of those because I love to do those. They're fun. I have to find some pictures that we have that aren't listed. I had a bunch of jeans, but I think Keith listed them all today. So we'll see. Let me come back over here real quick. Yeah, so there was a glitch where eBay was deleting drafts. If you're like me and Dawn and you schedule a lot of your listings out, those can get deleted as well. Items fall off all the time. When you're using List Perfectly, that doesn't matter, and it doesn't happen, number one, but number two, it doesn't matter. If all of your drafts are on List Perfectly, and they're never going to get lost. So I just got the same text. Yeah, I get the American Thrift text because I wait for the plushies to go on sale there. Thank you, Dawn. The Poshmark for business notice I got on List Perfectly. I saw that too. I haven't read it yet. Fridays are really, really, really busy for me. I don't get around to doing a lot that I should do. Yes, the background remover. Let's look at that. I don't want to be in here. I want to be in here. Oh, look, they finally ended. Let's close this out. All right, so, oh, cool. There's some jeans. You ready for this, you guys? Look how excited I get. The background remover is next level life changing. Okay, let me come back before I do it because I want to look at the camera and I want you guys to hear me and I want to be very serious. The background remover is very, very important and life changing because it makes your pictures look so good and so professional, but also it saves you time and money when you're taking the pictures. Why is my throat so dry? So I used to have 2 expensive photography lights. I used to have a setup with a huge pole. In fact, I'm going to show it to you because today's all about learning and sharing and just hanging out and looking at stuff. So we're going to look at my old setup because I used to have this old setup, right? It's expensive. I had to replace the light bulbs, the life bulbs. Do you guys have life bulbs? So I used to, you can see it there. We had the stand that went around top. We bought poster board paper that we would pull down, and it wasn't that expensive, but you had to pull it down and replace it every so often. And then I had to have the lights. I had a box under there to set stuff on. And when I did jeans, I had to be very, very precise. You see that they're on a tri-fold poster board here that I would have to put on the table. Or I could hang them like that on the stand. But I had to make sure that I got Just the jeans in there. And then here's the table and the stand with the lights. So there was this whole setup. So it used to be that I had to pull all this crap out, set up for my photography, put the white paper, the whiteboard, and get everything just so perfect and just so exact to get the pictures as tight as possible and only get the jeans in there. So you had to set up. When you were done taking photos, if you didn't leave your setup up, you had to take it all down and put it away. You had to spend money on all of these things, the lights, the poster boards, the paper, the stand, the setup. And then you had to really be careful with your pictures, okay? So nowadays, I'm not careful. I don't have lights and I don't have a setup. Let's look at this one. Nowadays, I just pull my table out right here in the office, turn the TV on, which is the stand you can see here, and I just take my pictures willy-nilly. You can see my feet. That's my pajama pants. My sock. You can see over here this bin of stuff I'm working on, a pile of jeans. You can see the guest bed in the office. You can see part of the closet. I didn't aim. I don't have photography lights. This is literally just my office light on this table. In fact, one time in, I'm going to remove the background. Ready for magic? One time in Florida when the power went out during a thunderstorm, I actually was taking pictures in the dark in my office. I just opened the blinds to let in as much sunlight as I could. You see that? Okay, so here's, again, my foot, my leg, all this stuff in the background. Boom. Boom! And I don't need to set up. I don't need to spend money on stuff. I don't need to stress out about what else is in the background. In case you're wondering why there's a close-up of the hems, it's because they are raw hems and distressed, but there you go. I always take a picture if there's button fly. Done, done, done. All right, I want to see if Keith had any of his shirts in here, because we literally take those on a wall now on a command hook. We literally have a sticky command hook on our wall that he hangs a hanger on. There you go. I must have done this one in another show, this picture here. But you can see here, there's a sticky on the wall that Keith has a hanger on. There's the light switch, the printer, all this other crap in the background. And this is included with your List Perfectly subscription. I mean, it does not get better than that. Right? Yeah, the background remover. I would say the background remover and the ability to relist things quickly into eBay that fall off are probably the biggest things for me when it comes to List Perfectly. Because I just did an inventory check the beginning of this year, actually towards the end of last year. So once or twice a year, I do an inventory check. You should too. And I just basically bring one to two bins in the office at a time. And I go through the items and make sure that they're still listed. And I found hundreds of items that were no longer on eBay. They were still active on Poshmark. They were still active on Mercari. They were in my List Perfectly catalog. But things just fall off of eBay. Now, back in the old days before List Perfectly, I would have to pull the item out of the inventory, rephotograph it, rebuild the listing, redo everything. Now, I just put it back on eBay from List Perfectly. Just cross-post it right back over. eBay's background removal's poop. Poop. It's poop. So there is, I think it tells you in there when I'm on it. And I think it's different for different subscriptions. Remember, I use Pro. So 1,500. I'm going to tell you what. Keith and I are high volume listers. We list a lot. And I use the background removal for my YouTube thumbnails. And we've never run out. So we got really close to running out when the background removal first came out, and I was using it on all the things, like everything that had never had the background removed before. But no, there's no option to get more. Amazing. There you go. Dawn knows. It resets every month. So we've never ever run out. Like I said, we got really, really close when they first partnered with Photo Room app. And then it was like the last 2 days of the month, and I just chilled. Because when it first came out, we had like 2,100 listings, and I had to go remove backgrounds on everything, but we don't ever run out. Hey, Kelly, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thanks for coming in to say hi to me. I love you. Yeah, so if you're not using List Perfectly yet, what are you waiting for? Did you know that you can try it for 30% off your first month with code flippinhippos? And then if you're not happy, you can cancel with no fees for canceling, no punishment. You just decide, I tried it for 30 days, 30% off with Stars code. Didn't like it, you can cancel. You can downgrade, you can upgrade at any time. There's no contracts, so you can go from pro to business, back and forth, whatever your business needs are. And the best part is you can leave and come back and your stuff will still be there. So let's say you put 2,000 items in your catalog and then you cancel List Perfectly for a couple months and come back. Your stuff's still in the catalog. That's amazing because eBay will delete your stuff even when you use eBay. Yes, the templates save a lot of time too. You can set up templates and then you can set a default template. So we have templates for most everything. I will show you. Yeah, here's my Poshmark for Business. Whomever asked that, I did see it. I haven't had time to look at it yet today. Here's the templates. So we have templates set up. They're just like eBay templates. You just set it up with the information you're going to use the most. And you should be doing your work in batches. I'm going to tell you that right now. So there should never be a day where you sit down with 5 plushies, 2 pairs of jeans, 6 coffee mugs, and some shirts to photograph. You should have a stack of shirts that you're working on, a stack of jeans, all mugs, whatever. You should always be doing batch work. That will speed up your processes in the back end and it will make you faster and more streamlined. Always work in batches. So if today is jeans day, I will make sure my default template is set to jeans, and then I will come over to my phone. I will go to listperfectly.com and I will tell them I want to add a listing. And it will pull this page up on my phone. And this is set to the jeans template. And I tell it I want to start taking pictures. And then I start taking pictures. And then I say, okay. And then I say, next photo. Can you see that? I hate the light. Okay. And then I take another picture. And then I tell it I'm done. I save. And then I come back to my computer and I go to List Perfectly in my catalog. Now you're not just going to do one at a time. You're doing batches. So you're going to have done 10, 20, 30, 40 pairs of jeans today. And when you come back to your catalog, they're all going to be here waiting for you. This is the one I just did live. I was just randomly taking screenshots of whatever, but it's here waiting for me. And it's set up with my template. What? So now I would remove the backgrounds, fill in what I need to on my title as far as brand and size, rise, wash, style, whatever needs filling in under any of these. I would update. When I update, it would save here. and then I would, again, in batches, you want to do, you know, 10, 20 at a time. I could push these jeans out to 5 platforms. Boom. Time saver, huge time saver. I'm telling y'all, this is, a lot of people don't realize this about Less Perfectly. It is so much more than just a cross posting tool. In fact, I don't think I would know how to resell without it anymore, to be honest. I rely on it for so much. Yeah, so if you're new to List Perfectly, you can go to, let me pull this up while I talk. You can go to your active listings on eBay, and all right, now it's ready to show you. Okay, so you go here. These are my listings. You can see that mine are copied already. See where it says copied? These are all on List Perfectly. But if you just are brand new to List Perfectly and starting to use it, this wouldn't say copied yet. So you just start selecting however many you want to move at a time. This part depends on your computer. There's a lot of folks that will be like, oh, well, I tried to copy over 50 items and it froze. List Perfectly sucks. No, your computer sucks, bro. Just keep in mind, if you have a very slow, older computer, you probably only want to do 10 or 20. I have a gaming laptop. I can move 100, but do what your computer can handle. This is not List Perfectly reliant. It's not no fault on their end. It's your computer. Anyway, you push stop, and List Perfectly up here, and you push copy, and then all of those are going to come over and be in your catalog. And then once they're all moved from eBay into List Perfectly, they will appear here and they will say that they are on eBay. And then you can select them from here, boom, and push them out to the other platforms. And you can also do that from Poshmark to List Perfectly and then out. When you're new to List Perfectly, if you already have a ton of listings other places, you want to pull them in or import them to List Perfectly to have them in your catalog. And then moving forward, do what I showed you by taking the photos and starting in List Perfectly. Love you too, Kelly. I moved, yeah. So I started using List Perfectly in 2019. Back then, there was no bulk feature. You had to do everything one by one. I think they only had eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari at that point. A lot has changed. In 21, I really got serious about using List Perfectly to its full potential for our business's full potential. And I moved everything over. And you guys, I just took my laptop down the living room at night, turned a flick on, a movie, and would move like 100 at a time while I was watching TV. Some people will set it up to move like 50 and then go downstairs and start dinner, or set it up to do 50 and start taking photos. You don't have to babysit it. It's not like when you share, when you share your Poshmark closet every once in a while, it'll ask you if you're a robot and you have to check in. You don't have to. You don't have to babysit it. You can set it up to move all the listings and walk away. You can set it up and go thrift. You can set it up and go cook, take pictures while you're shipping. Yeah, never looked back. Yeah, List Perfectly just makes everything so much easier. And yes, your stuff stays if you take a break. If you need to take a break, we turned it off very, very briefly for like a 2-month period when we were moving from Pennsylvania to Florida, and then back again because I don't want to pay monthly fees for something I'm not using. And our stuff stayed. I don't believe there's a limit on the templates, Dawn. There's no limit, right? I have just really what we use the most. I mean, Keith and I don't have that much variety in what we list. That's not what I wanted. View edit templates. So I have plush, boys shirts, remote control, men's jeans, women's jeans, ties, men's shirts, women's shorts, women's tops, video games, and women's skirts. I'm pretty sure there's absolutely no limit, but you guys want to see something even cooler than that? I forgot about this part. Let's say I am new to List Perfectly, and let's say I'm moving all my stuff from eBay into my catalog. I got it all moved in. Now I want to start cross-posting to other platforms, and I want to start utilizing List Perfectly to its full potential. So I'm going to create templates. You can create templates off of listings. What? You sure can. So let's say I wanted to create a new plush template off of this Surprise and Moles Baby Nadia. Boom. There's a new template created off of that. And you guys can see why I love List Perfectly so much. I can duplicate it. What? There's my new listing. Pretty cool. Yes. I like doing my plush with the templates and the remote controls. It makes things so fast. So yes, if you already have items on eBay and then you get List Perfectly, you move them into your catalog. Yes, let's talk about that. Oh, cha-ching. What else did I sell? That cha-ching noise you're hearing, you guys, is my List Perfectly. That's not eBay. That's my List Perfectly sale detection letting me know that we just sold a genuine Fun Eye DVD remote on eBay for a whole $8.51. Holy cow, what will I do with all that money? Anyway, you can get an onboarding call for free at no extra cost with one of the team members at List Perfectly when you're first new to the platform. And they will walk you through it and show you how to use all of these features. They will show you all of the features that a lot of people don't know about. Oh, another one of my favorites. I'm going to keep talking while I find it because I set it up in 2021 and I don't think I remember how to get there. So I'm just going to talk. But yes, you can get an onboarding call and someone will help you learn the platform and all the things you can do with it. Their tech team answers you within 24 hours when you put in a ticket for support. And they allow you to do screen recordings and Zoom calls with the tech team so they can see exactly what you're experiencing. And they take requests all the time and they're always implemented. List Perfectly is made by resellers for resellers. So it's got a, hey, Cameron, welcome in. It's got a lot of stuff that's really great for us. So this reselling live show has turned into a List Perfectly advertisement, right? All right, so if you go to List Perfectly on the back end and you go to your account, and you go to your settings, down here under custom description footers, you can set up every single platform that you list on to have a different footer. This will go at the bottom of your description. Why would you want to do this? Because on Poshmark, I want it to say bundle items and save. The more you bundle, the bigger the discount. But on eBay, I want my description to say fast shipping in the USA, international shipping offered through global shipping program, 100% money back guarantee because we have free returns on most items. Macari, I just wanted to say we consider all reasonable offers, but you can set it up. My Grailed says international shipping not available. You can set up these footers. So this will be added to your template. So your template will look however you set it up. Let's go back to the templates real quick. Let me check the comments. Yeah, you're probably just overthinking. This is just years of me streamlining my processes, lots of trial and error, lots of mistakes, lots of learning what worked best, and just figuring it all out and figuring out what makes me the most productive the quickest, and determining routines and sticking to my schedule. And it's where I am. It's taken a long time though. So my template for the plushes, right? They just say you are buying because I'm going to copy the title in there. But when I actually publish my plushies, let's say onto Poshmark, of course, there's not going to be one near the top. This is the problem with live demonstrations, but that's okay. We'll look for one. There we go. You see how he has all this stuff in his description? So List Perfectly will automatically add this information to your listing from their template or from the platform. My template didn't have all that, right? But List Perfectly will add this in when you fill out the information in your catalog and then push it out. And then this part is from those footers I just showed you, right? But my footer on, this is how I should have pulled up a plush. Dun, da, da, da. Let's use List Perfectly to its full potential, star. All right. So this Iron Man, there you go. Right click, open a new tab. His description says the eBay footer. And then you can also set up word alert to alert you when you're about to put in 0 words and words you shouldn't have. You can't use the word eBay on Macari. You can customize this too. So my word alert on eBay is customized to have 1Z, Velcro, because those will get you in trouble on eBay. So what happens is if I'm creating a listing on List Perfectly, and one of these words appears when I push that listing out to cross-post it to eBay, I get a huge notice. Would you like to see that in action? Yes, you would. You want to see it in action. So you can, I'm trying to wrap it up because we are at 5:30, but you can set your word alerts up per platform and customize them. I want to show you this Velcro one real quick because it's so cool how it alerts you. I'm just going to put Velcro right there. Excuse me, my throat is so dry. It is so dry. My allergies are bad and I've been talking. I probably have vocal fry. All right, so I'm going to pretend like I'm going to list this on eBay, right? So it's going to pull up all the information for me. There it is. Word alert, word alert. Listing description has Velcro in it. Listing description has Velcro in it. Exclamation point, red border. You can't miss this. And you know to take that word out so you don't get in trouble with eBay. List Perfectly needs to officially hire you. I am their biggest cheerleader. You can help us out by using our code flippinhippos to sign up, and I make my affiliate money. Yep. Donovan comes to a lot of them. I host one on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern for midweek motivation. I wiggle when I say it because I like motivation. And I host one on Fridays at 3 p.m. where we do true crime while we work. Some of us. So yeah, if you want to support us, you can always sign up with our code Flippin' Hippos and we will get our affiliate money. So that doesn't really ever happen. And I say that after it happened last weekend. It happened because I was in the movie theater. I went to see Ant-Man and I went to see Ant-Man in a 4-year-old American Eagle shirt that nobody would ever want, sold within an hour of each other on Mercari and eBay. What I do is I will just cancel the sale on any other platform except eBay and just send it out on eBay, because eBay will give you defects for canceling, which can affect your top rated seller status. It can affect your final value fees and how you're treated on the platform. There's really no punishment on other platforms. Yes, Jim, I am about to pull the winner because it's 5:30, so cry. It's a good problem to have. I mean, really. Thank you so much, Kate. We had a lot of fun. It was really, really fun. Bye, Mama. Love you. Thank you for stopping in. Hopefully, we'll get to meet up at another remix or reseller event this year. You guys, that's Kelly. I've known her pretty much since the onset of reselling. Met her at eBay Open 2018. She's a really nice person. I really like her. She's my friend. All right, we're going to pull the winner for 1 month, 1 whole month, 30 days free of List Perfectly. If you're new to List Perfectly, you will get to try it free for a month. And Lori, if you already use it, you'll just get a break from your bill for a month and you won't have to pay your subscription fees. Lori Brackmeyer wins 1 month free of List Perfectly. Lori, go on Instagram or Facebook and send me a private message with your email address, and I will get you in contact with Tiffany and get you your free month. So congratulations, Lori. Try out Pro. You're getting it for free. Try the best there is for 30 days. Everyone else that's in the chat, I do give away a month every Friday. So come back next Friday and hang out again. Next Friday, we're going to be showing you how to, and I say we because Bill will be here. We're going to be showing you how to use Pinterest and Instagram for your reselling business. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for coming back and watching the replay. If you're here live, you guys have absolutely no idea how much I do appreciate everybody coming here and hanging out with me every Friday for an hour and listening to me cheerlead about List Perfectly, because it's my passion. I love List Perfectly. I love reselling. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget this weekend to take some time off from work. Work to live, guys. Don't live to work. Take some time to be with your friends, your pets, your family. Do something fun. Until what? Until you do something fun? Amateur hour at the Flippin' Hippos. Thank you guys so much. Go be productive. Go make some money. Love you guys. Bye.